So we're live.
Live. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Up North podcast. It's a nerdy podcast that is hosted by Northern Nerds. I am one of your hosts, Sam.
And I am the other host, Paul. And tonight's episode, we're going to have no profanity. There's going to be no dirty birds. There's not going to be no cockadoodles or anything like that. We're going to be on our best behaviour because nobody wants the ankles broken, do they?
No. Didn't want any hobbling in here. It's a Sunday night.
And we're joined by the beautiful, the wonderful, the talented stand-up comedian that is Kelly.
All right, I've got my hobbling stick just located in the corner. If anyone becomes a dirty bird, it's there.
She doesn't live that far away from me. Let's keep this one clean, shall we?
Yes, we are continuing with spooky season, and we've been kind of talking about doing for quite a while, because I think it was mentioned a few probably a year ago, but Sammy was it. Let us read the book first, and then we'll and
I did for this one.
Yes.
So get the disclaimer out of the way, young lady.
Yeah, so everything discussed in today's episode is our opinions, and it's our opinions alone. And if you'd like to discuss anything from today's episode, please come and join us. You can join the Nerdy Up North Discord, Facebook page, or the comment section, where we can have an open discussion. But what we won't have is anyone coming for us and telling us our opinions are wrong, because we can all agree to disagree in fandom. So let's keep it fun, keep it kind, and keep the toxic behaviour out of her nerdism.
Yes, very well said. And interesting you said that, because the chat has already mentioned this film is all about toxicity and toxic obsession of fans as well.
Annie Wilkes, the original fucking fangirl.
Oh, she's said it already. She's in trouble. I'm not messing with her.
Got those pro fans.
Couldn't help it. She's the original fangirl. The fangirl of all fangirls is Annie Wilkes.
She's a fangirl I aspire to. Definitely.
So do the taglines, because I've got the question I'm going to ask you. So yes.
Okay. You ready? This is the taglines for the movie.
So, braced.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the worst one first, because I don't actually get this one.
Okay.
The tide has come. That's it. The tide has come.
There's no water in it.
I know exactly.
Have you got a tagline?
No, this is this is the tagline for Misery, and I will prove that with the next one.
Right.
But yeah, that's the first one. Second one. Paul Sheldon used to write for a living. Now he's writing to stay alive.
I like that, because it's true.
You're going to love the next one then.
Oh, God.
This Christmas, there will be misery.
Was it Christmas that was made, or was it released at Christmas?
Possibly released at Christmas, but that is the taglines for this movie. I do not get the tide has come.
Yeah.
The tide?
There's no water.
I think it might be a cheeky typo. You know what I mean?
The snow has come.
Did it not have any ends on his typewriter as well?
Oh, was it? Because the letters are different, and the letters in the movie is different to the book. It was M and H that was missing in the book.
Right.
Oh, it might be. It could be a typo. It could be. Oh, that might be really clever.
I don't think it will, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
Have I outsmarted the brainiacs? No, Paul, we haven't.
What is the ultimate question then?
So, it's not the ultimate question, it's just a fun question. So, this is all about having a number one fan. Like, I'm your number one fan. So, with us being doing Nerdy Up North now for 5 years, well, coming up 5 years in January, who is Nerdy Up North's number one fan? Who would you put in that bracket? Like,
do you want my honest answer?
Who do you think would kidnap it and hobble you?
Oh no, I don't want to answer now. You said that, because I was gonna say Beth.
Yes.
I was good, but then you said that. I don't want to believe Beth would do something like that, because Beth has been with us from a really, really long time.
Yeah.
She constantly champions us. She constantly supports us. But I don't believe she would hobble. Would you hobble us, Beth?
She would, 100%. I agree, Beth, now.
Yeah.
I'd say I don't think that's in question. I'm gonna actually, fuck it. I know he's not part of Nerdy Up anymore, but I would say Martin would have been the scariest fucking number one fan. Let's just put it out there. He's the one that memorized what we had in the house and was like talking to us before, said, "Oh, I liked it when you had that picture there," and stuff like that. That was the scariest time.
Oh,
Do
I
you know
forgot
what? He
about
was
that.
just good at like observation skills, like that game when you were a kid where you look at the two pictures and you're like, "What's missing?" And I was always like, "I don't know what's missing." He was just really
He
good
would
at
tell
that. It
you.
was a skill. Yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't really display that skill
No.
to humans
No.
much.
I reckon he would have
At
worn
all.
Sammy's face as a mask at some point, but yeah.
Oh, Christ. Fucking gained us.
Get gained.
Get gained.
Yeah. So
I need that cereal. Get gained.
His little face is in there.
yeah, I just thought I'd start it off
Little
with
nipples.
a little bit of a fun, little bit of joke, just because this movie's going to get serious.
It's going to get really
Yes.
serious, really dark. Movie directed by none other than the great Rob Reiner. And honestly, if we don't have another one of Rob Reiner's movies, we don't get this movie. Because as we all know, if we don't know anyway, Rob Reiner went on to do Stand By Me. King loved his adaptation of Stand By Me so much, he only allowed so the movie rights were bought by Castle Rock Entertainment, which is Rob Reiner's production company, which is named after a Stephen King location.
Yes.
And Rob Reiner always bought the rights to Misery not long after the book's release.
Right.
But Stephen King had trepidation about a big studio taking on his work until he saw Stand By Me and went, I will only allow this to be done if Reiner directs. He has to direct this, and that's where the starting point starts from. And then the casting.
Yeah. You couldn't, this is why one of these movies, like, I know we should never say a film should never be remade or never retold. I think it would be very hard for anyone to replace Kathy Bates in this movie.
She is the only irreplaceable person in this movie. Kathy Bates inspired King so much. He has wrote 2 additional characters based on her alone, with the idea that if the movies were ever made, it would be Kathy Bates playing her. Right. Dolores Claiborne is one of them.
Yes,
and I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, she is such an inspiration for King, and it all comes down to this movie. But would you like to know? Because James Caan was never number 1 pick in this movie at all. No, he wasn't. And to be honest with you, up until today, when I rewatched it, I was thinking, you could have anyone in here playing Paul Sheldon. You really could. Yeah. But then there was something about the way he played Paul Sheldon. He's not the Paul Sheldon I knew from the book. And there's a reason. There's a reason for that. But I liked what he did for the movie. But yeah, would you like to know the alternative cast?
Oh, well then.
Right. It was the original person they wanted, and they really, really wanted him, was William Hurt.
Ooh.
They went to him twice, and he knocked it back twice.
Right.
Shit the bed.
Yeah, William Hurt. They really had him in mind for this movie. Then the next one's on the chopping block. It gets really good. Kevin Kline.
Ooh, I don't know, because Kevin, I know he was big. Better. He was big at this time. He was like
all
was
these
a Fish
names,
Called Wonder time, wasn't it? It was around.
All these names I'm going to mention are huge at this time.
Yeah.
So you've got Michael Douglas.
He's got the smarminess, but I don't think the vulnerability wouldn't have been.
He can't do that. It can't do vulnerability. But it's not that he can't do it. He wouldn't have been able to play it the way that Caan ends up delivering it.
That was the
probably.
thing.
Probably.
Shocking.
This one, I can't imagine in a million years, because I don't think would ever be able to understand a word he's saying. Harrison Ford.
Oh, I could see that.
No.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, Harrison Ford is incapacitated for days upon end.
No, but if you think about it, like this is like American Connor, like American Rider, Harrison Ford at that time. Remember, like this is coming off Indiana
Yeah.
Jones and as such as
Yeah.
well.
Dustin
He
Hoffman?
doesn't look like a writer.
No,
He looks like a
he
nerf herder.
Yeah.
looks like a carpenter, which is what he is. Dustin Hoffman.
Right.
Oh,
It would have been too serious. It would have been way too
yes.
It would have been
serious.
scarier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. The next two, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino.
No, no. You don't see them and
But
think writers though.
No.
nah,
That's exactly what I
no.
was thinking. They don't look like writers.
The
Yeah.
thing is,
Yeah, they look like
I
gangsters.
Yeah.
but so does Caan. They were all in the same movie.
Yeah, but Khan's got a bit of like a little bit of a swag, a little bit of like as I said, Americana about him. Like you could see him doing like finishing his book, lighting his cigarette, having that glass of Don Perignon.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There's something too edgy about De Niro and Al Pacino. Even though I've had a 180 on Pacino recently. I don't. This is too on the nose. The next one,
right.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Ooh.
It's too on it. It's too Stand By Me. He was
So-
a writer. He was the voiceover writer in Stand By Me.
For these type of roles as well, you've got to believe that they could be overpowered by like Kathy Bates, Annie Wilkes, Richard
Yeah.
Dreyfuss would have been, I think, would have been an amazing one, but again, it would have been too scary because it's same with like Dustin Hoffman. I think the performance he would put in, it would
Me too.
yeah.
Okay. Then you've got next one, Gene Hackman.
Ooh,
I think Hackman could have done a really good job.
Yeah.
yeah, I like that one.
And I do think the next one as well would have done an alright job as well, Robert Redford.
Redford would have been perfect. That is the perfect cast because
Yeah.
he's got the charm, he's got the swagger, he's a beautiful man as well. So
Well, they all turned it down.
right, all right.
All of them didn't want anything to do with it apart from one person. And this is your original Paul Sheldon. This is before Caan gets involved.
Right.
So this role was already taken up. This person had a hand in writing the script. This person was ready to go into principal photography. And then at the last second, another production came up and a production he was already done got extended and he had to go back under contract. It was Warren Beatty.
Fuck off.
Warren Beatty was your original. Warren Beatty was the original Paul Sheldon. He, like I say, he had hands on with the script, everything right up until principal photography, and then Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
He had to go back and do work with Dick Tracy, and because the contract overpowers this one, he has to go back and do it. So but he is the one who suggested James Caan. Now Caan really didn't want to do it. He didn't like the idea that he would have to be incapacitated. He is a guy who liked to move about. He took his craft way too seriously and thought he wouldn't be able to do a lot just lying down until he got a good talking to from Rob Reiner. And it became, he kind of got a little bit of an acting class as he was filming. But the one person he really fucking didn't get on with
it's Kathy Bates.
Was Kathy Bates.
I heard they absolutely hate each other and
they did. It was so they don't. It's like did they or didn't they? Because they on their initial meetup in rehearsals. Now Kathy Bates comes from a theatre background. He is a movie star. So he doesn't like to do a lot of prep work with other people. He wants to act upon reaction. She, on the other hand, is a theatre actor who wants to rehearse the living shit out of everything to make sure marks are on. They clashed completely on ideas of that. And she said that she would get herself so worked up to where Rob Reiner would go, put it in the character. Everything you're feeling about him, put it in the character. And it wasn't until she's a very sensitive soul. I don't think people realize this about Kathy Bates. She's a very sensitive soul. And there's certain parts of that movie used to get her really, really upset to where after she'd done the shot, like one of the shots where she attacked him, she starts crying straight afterwards because she hated how it made her feel. And that's where their bond started to, he started to realize that she's, she's just a person underneath all that. But there's a few people who were considered for Annie Wilkes. Kathy Bates was not the original person.
Which is scary because you can't see anyone like else?
She
There
was
was-
unknown.
Yeah.
Like you say,
There
she
was-
was in that theatre background, so this
Yeah.
catapulted her. This
Mm.
was just like the opportunity of a fucking lifetime.
Oh,
You know?
you are not wrong.
Jesus, and for her to
Mhm.
act in this and then win an award, you
Mhm.
know,
Yep.
the first, like for Stephen King, like a movie that
Mm.
Stephen King was involved with these
Oh,
books and stuff. It's
100%.
insane.
Mhm.
And he goes to write, he gets that inspired by her. He goes to write
Yeah.
books with her in mind. Like, if this gets made into a screenplay, I need her to play this. Honestly,
Yeah.
Dolores Claiborne is one of my favorite non-horror thriller Stephen King books.
Mm.
Yeah.
Movies. I've only seen the movie. It is, Kathy Bates is absolutely
Mhm.
spellbinding. You think she's scary as Annie Wilkes?
Mhm.
You've not seen Dolores. Dolores would rip Annie Wilkes's head off and use it as a hat.
Mhm.
But there are two people who were considered for Annie Wilkes. One of them is a very famous knockback who, to this day, regrets not doing this movie. The first one was Angelica Houston.
Mm.
He was considered for
Mm.
it. She's too tall.
Too
Yeah.
tall. That's exactly what I was thinking. She's too fucking tall.
She's too tall. There's something. Yeah, she would have. The overpowering would have come from the height, not from the
Height.
actual like
It
what
would have
she was
felt like
doing.
more like Nurse Ratched than
Mhm.
anything else. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And you've just brought up something as well. I've just remembered. The other one who said she actually admitted this not long ago that this is probably one of the biggest regrets of her career was Bette Midler. She was the top
She'd been
person for this role.
She would have been good.
She would have
I
been
would have
good, but-
liked to have seen that.
You can't hate Bette Midler though. That's the thing.
Oh, you can't.
But
Even when
yeah,
she's eating kids,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I love her.
Yeah, there was a reason Jimmy Caan actually said he would do this movie. It's because it got offered to a certain other actor who was not on my list, but he didn't want to do it because he's already done a King movie before, and he remembers the reception that he got from that, and he didn't want to have that hanging over his head. It was Mr. Jack Nicholson. And it was
Oh.
because Nicholson turned down the role, Khan went, oh, well, I'm going to take it. Because he was offered the role of Once Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Right.
He said no, Nicholson got it. And then, so he was like, I'm going to have history now the other way, where Nicholson's turned it down and I'm going to do it.
Fuck, it's like fucking sliding doors, isn't it? Imagine if it was just
Business.
fucking vice versa.
Yeah.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow wincing about, you know what I mean? Just insane.
I'm going to say something very controversial now because I don't want this to sound like it's a slight to the movie, but watching it again now, and I always did feel like this, the shooting and the camera work and everything used in this movie made it feel very made for TV. Other than the performances, the actual visuals in this, I know it's thing, but it's a very like self-contained movie. It's all in there, but I did get made for TV vibe from this. Other than the performances, it's like a TV novella, but with actual people who can do the shit properly.
If I
I've
hadn't
got
read the
that.
book, if I hadn't read the book, I would have thought exactly the same thing.
I think the bit for me that really exactly what you said there, Paul, sums it up. Do you know when he gets in the car and he puts his briefcase down and he does that little pat as if to say, oh, this is my special briefcase. And it's to put forward the idea that like the only copy of that book is in there, his manuscript. You know what I mean? And it's just that pat. And when he's driving, I think there's another pat, or like it keeps.
No, he
going
goes to grab it when he in the car accident. He
just
goes
like-
to grab it.
And it's just like, why are you fucking grabbing it? You've got to die in a fucking horrific car accident and you're grabbing your case. It's like Days of Our Lives where they fall down the stairs.
I
Fall
think
down the
Joey
stairs. fall down
Tribbiani
the
should
stairs.
start like giving them.
Oh, I didn't get that at all. I thought
Oh, it
Ryan
made me
some.
cringe. I was
Yeah.
like, why is he patting it? It's not a dog.
No, I think what got me was when as the movie starts and you've got that opening song come on. In my initial thought, I went, "What the fuck? This is just so out of place."
Yeah.
And then I went, "Oh, hang on." Ryan has made like a really good choice here. That is so uplifting to where, because I know where this is going to go. This is going to get even bleak. So to have that playing at the beginning, is quite a good choice. I didn't get, honestly, but maybe.
I don't mean it as a like. I don't mean as a
No,
like.
no, no. I
But,
know
but
it. No,
I
I know
think
you're not.
again, because you've just made a good little thing of what I noticed about this movie. Because with Rob Reiner and making Stand By Me, the one thing other than the movie that you get hit with is the soundtrack. The soundtrack
Yeah.
for Stand By Me is outstanding, perfect.
Yeah.
This one, again, I know what you're saying at the start, but even through this music and sound that's in here isn't
Yeah.
great. It's kind of like the tension that's built up is because of like the chemistry between like Kathy Bates and James Caan. There's no like it's not like a Jaws where they hear the music and it's ramped up. You can't remember like this is me personally. I can't remember anything like musical wise that made us like the hair stand on my end. It was like oh shit.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's why to me again made for TV kind of jumps up and it's surprising as well because it's so well made and there's like as
Yeah.
Kelly said there's little bits in it that you think did they have much faith in it because you know the car crash
Yeah.
scene like that should have been a huge big scene like when he goes off road and it's just like he like the slide and then all of a sudden the car's upside down you see it in the snow but you don't actually see him losing control. It's kind of like
No.
this type situation.
Just spinning the camera around and round while he's in the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Do you know, I might think differently once I watch the Salem's Lot TV one. Maybe I might see the comparison because at the minute I just see a Rob Reiner movie.
Yeah.
It felt no different than Stand By Me for me personally.
No, again, I thought Stand By Me had more polish. That was like, see, the thing.
See, I didn't. I think it felt the same. I knew I was watching a Rob Reiner film. Like I knew exactly where I was when I was watching it.
I know what you're saying about the soundtrack. It's just like, you know, Rob Reiner's, like, you know, when you go and buy a soundtrack from a movie, like The Lost Boys, you get that fucking soundtrack. You know what I mean? Stand By Me, that soundtrack is just beautiful all the way through. This one, I couldn't tell you what song was on at the beginning. I didn't find it like
it's just like monotone. It's like
memorable. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's there, it helps at the time, but I wouldn't think, oh my god, it doesn't stick with you like, you know, the Exorcist Tubular Bells.
No,
You know what I
there's
mean?
a lot of
It's not
Liberace in here.
Yeah, it's it is just it's almost as if they like spent all the budget on James.
No.
And then didn't have anything.
They might have because his legs, bless his heart, were completely in prosthetics the whole time. Obviously, they are not his legs. Yeah, completely.
You got
in
new
prosthetics.
legs, Carl Sheridan.
Dan.
You got new legs. You got new legs.
A lot of work went into his legs.
Yeah,
but
I know you'll probably get excited by this as well because the actual makeup on the injuries, not just on his legs but on his face, and how they did it over time as well. That was fucking beautiful.
The gradualization of it, and watching his legs getting worse. They're not getting better. You know, she keeps saying they're getting better. They're getting worse, like predominantly worse throughout the whole thing. But his face, like he's bruising and he's markings it like all. Yeah, the makeup work done on Paul Sheldon alone is absolutely phenomenal. But Kelly, you mentioned about her winning an Oscar for this.
Yeah, she did.
She was the first woman to win an Oscar in horror. The Academy do not like to class it as horror, but she is the first woman who won an Academy Award for horror. The first performance to win an Oscar for a horror film was Frederick March for his role as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in 1931. And the only other winners outside of her is Ruth Gordon from Mia. She played Mia Farrow's neighbor in Rosemary's Baby. The what do you call them? What are they called? The Satan worshippers.
Oh, right.
Yes.
The satanic bastards.
Yes, them. And then after that is Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, and Natalie Portman for Black Swan. They were the only ones that will be categorized as horror. Slash thriller.
Yeah, because we had Sammy had a little bit of a talk about this because I went for Sunday lunch with me parents today, and they always ask because I don't know why they do ask because they've got no interest in the podcast at all. My dad was like, "Oh, so what are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Oh, we're doing Misery." He was like, "Oh, it's a great movie that." And my mum was like, "Oh yeah, I really enjoyed watching it." I was like, all right, it's funny that because you normally slag us off for doing horror because you think horror's just a shit genre. And my dad was like, it's not a horror film. I was like, how on earth is Misery not a horror movie? He's get, well, it's just suspenseful. I was get, suspense, fear? Does that not coincide with horror? He's get,
Yeah.
no, I don't say it's horror. I went, well, people, it doesn't have to have a monster or like an axe wielding maniac to be a monster. She kidnaps him, drugs him. She's a fucking baby killer.
She's a serial killer. Yeah, yeah.
This is oh my god, she really like in the they don't the, I mean obviously they go into it in the movie that she's a baby killer, you know this. She killed over 30 people.
Mhm.
In her entire lifetime, starting with her father
Yeah.
and trying to end it with Paul Sheldon.
Mhm.
30 people. And they tried to tell me when I was reading my notes that she is a sympathetic character. Annie Wilkes is one of the most terrifying people I have come across in Stephen King.
Yeah.
The unpredictability of that woman is terrifying. So yes, it is a horror film. Sorry to be all strong-worded against Paul's parents, but it is.
It's fine.
You could get in the psychology of this, like maybe she was like kind of pushed to do that. But the thing is, in the book, it does give you that background where you've got no sympathy for her whatsoever. In the book, if there's even like an inkling of sympathy, and fair enough, you could find it if you had a fine tooth comb. In the book, it's like, nah, she is fucking, she is just evil.
I want to put to rest a myth that we, as the Stephen King crew, have kind of created when we've talked about King. So we've always said, and I say we as a collective,
Yes,
that
the royal we,
the collective.
when King was on his drug habit, we said clearly on the Pennywise podcast many times that it was that. It's not.
Right.
He's actually clean and sober when he wrote Pennywise. When he wrote it, he was clean and sober. This is his recovery.
Right.
Yeah,
Annie Wilkes
it
is his depression, is his addiction. It's everything he was feeling while he was strung off on his tits. It's Annie Wilkes. It had nothing to do with Pennywise. He was just being very creative and very different with Pennywise, which is why a lot of people thought exactly the same thing. But it's Annie Wilkes who becomes that's his addiction.
Yeah.
Because Cujo, he was off his tits. He can't remember writing Cujo.
No.
He was off his titties then. But yeah, I've been reading his book, Stephen King on Writing, and there's been bits and bobs that's come up that because his writing of Misery was spawned from the reaction of his fans when he tried to write some epic fantasy. He wrote The Eyes of the Dragon in 1984, and they were like, oh, but it's not horror. It's not horror. It's shit. It's shit. And he was just this idea of
So when did he
Paul
do?
Sheldon.
So when did he do the Dark Tower?
Later.
Fucking hell. Later. Yeah, 90s later.
Yeah.
90s later, yeah.
That cannot be filmed.
This is,
Oh, Jesus.
let's just
riot.
Let's just
I mean, this was first published in 87, and so yeah, this was when he was getting clean. It was going to be it was meant to be a Bachman book, but his identity got like leaked before it, and he was just like, nah, just stick King on it, But he said the character of Annie Wilkes came to him in a dream when he was on a plane. I was just like, fucking hell, it must have been some sort of nightmare.
I would hate to have Annie Wilkes staring down at me. I'm your number one fan. Even though in the book she doesn't see it, it's him.
Yeah,
he sees it.
You know what's quite funny about Annie Wilkes, and again, this is going to sound so bizarre me saying this, but there's elements of Annie Wilkes' character, not saying that in people that we know well, but we have come across this person or that type of person to a degree, not to say that like in full whack.
Are you recoiling back in your chair now, Kelly, thinking he's going to say you?
No,
because I really do think he's going to say me.
No, Kelly is nowhere near. No, Kelly.
No, I'm thinking it's going to be me.
I'm actually thinking of someone at work when I used to work as a teacher, thinking, oh my God, there she is.
No. There's nobody on this podcast,
Okay,
of course, but
thank you.
we have all come across people in our lives that has elements where you kind of like recall in horror just because either a phrase they've said or how they've kind of reacted to something that you've said. Because let's put it out there, we all have a dark humor. We all have, like, say, a high tolerance. We don't get offended easy, so we can
No.
say stuff to each other that other people would be like, "Oh, how my fluttering the little handkerchiefs and said, how dare you, sir?" But like even in working situations or anything, you can make a comment, and like her reactions to certain things, like when she reads his first manuscripts, like you put all these curse words and profanity. It's like, that just reminds me of so many different people I've known, and then like just have like the split personality of going like, oh, nicey nice 1 minute, then wanted to rip your head off the next.
See,
It's
that's
scary.
the horror. That's the horror because this is the everyday. I mean, there's very little chance of a clown talking to you through a drain.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis.
Well, unless you walk through
However,
Pennywell, but yeah.
I mean, Shiny
but,
Road, kind of.
but with this,
Mhm.
this is what is scary. It is the fact that this is a person. This is not a monster.
Mhm.
This is a person who has been born onto this world. This is not a devil or, you know, a kind of creation of, you know, environmental things, etc., etc. But anyone has the capacity to be like that.
Yeah.
Should they be pushed far enough? If you can be like just kind of over the top about things, because I'm a fan of Tamagotchis, but I wouldn't go and like find the maker of Tamagotchis and chain them to my wall. Make me Tamagotchis, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think it's
people
interesting
would.
saying about being pushed, because I don't even think Annie Wilkes is an extreme, because that's a scary. This is where this becomes terrifying. This movie, because normally in these type of
Just
real life
strange.
situations, like this, if you think about The Strangers or Deliverance and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
these type of people are certain things, but they're pushed to the nth degree. Annie Wilkes isn't, because we've got like people in the world like her, like Harold Shipman. This is basically the podcast being demonetized now by anyway. Like
Fuck it.
like
With shocking content anyway.
yeah. Like the was it the latest nurse woman who got arrested only a few years ago? That was
Lucy Letby.
Lucy Letby. Annie Wilkes in the world exists.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
scary thing. Like, and
very much so.
And again, if you get someone who's in that type of situation where they're mentally deranged and they're put into a situation where they've got like someone who they're like beloved or like number one fans with, like look at all the stalking out there now with the celebrities, like especially like female celebrities and stuff. I know it's like flipped in the head, male and female, which is so interesting context, but the amount of people that get stalked now and have to get the like restraining orders and stuff put in place. This could so fucking happen in the real world, and that's terrifying.
In the film, she says, "Oh, I know you write your books, you do that, and you draw it," because he's got that kind of you know like routine, and I'm not sure if it's in the book. So is it in the film? She says in the book. So right
in the book, he's just written his manuscript, and he decides he's going to go and deliver it personally to New York and passes through there. In this one, he writes it there.
And then
delivers. But
yeah, there, doesn't he?
She doesn't know he's actually there until she sees him.
Because she's watching through the window in the movie. So this is where I kind of get a little bit hazy. So I just think of the Annie Wilkes in the book, you know, just fucking mincing about in the snow in a mad way, coming across this car and like opens it up, and it's just like must have been the best Kinder Egg toy ever. You know what I mean? Just like imagine, like
surprise,
fate.
Surprise,
how the
motherfucker.
fuck did the stars align for her to be nice, nice enough to see? Oh, someone's had an accident. Let's see who it is. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Thank
you.
you.
It's him. It's right here. I mean, you're 100% right. Especially that
coincidence. That coincidence doesn't seem insane when you're reading it, though.
No.
Although when I've just said it, it seems really bad.
No, but I had to go and check, because I could, when I heard her say, "Oh, I saw you do this, and I saw you leave there, and I saw you get in the car," I'm thinking, that didn't, because in the book
it's basically making sense of something that's nonsensical.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's adding another layer to the mental illness that is Annie Wilkes.
Yeah.
Because she, if you want to know the traits, She has bipolar disorder,
Mhm.
obsessive compulsive disorder,
Mhm.
Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a severe personality disorder,
Mhm.
paranoia, antisocial, borderline features of schizophrenia, and schizophrenic spectrum disorder.
So she would get on
So-
in it being a member of Nerdy Up North, and so yeah.
She would probably
Yeah.
be my best friend.
Only if she
Um,
answered the questions when she came into the group.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to go back and look because in the book, you don't get that lead up. You don't get that Paul Sheldon going into the car, getting into the accident. He is literally had
There.
the accident.
There.
And he's been pulled out.
Yeah.
There is a few changes from book to film which needed to be done obviously from a rating point of view.
Oh
and
God, yes.
yeah, a rating point of view, and a cohesive story as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So in the book, they really downplay Paul a lot in the film to the book, because in the book he is a massive addict. He goes through substance abuse, and the Norville that she's given him
Yeah.
are cocaine laced tablets.
Yeah.
And she knew that because that's how she gets his addiction up. How she knows that she's going to be able to give them to him one day, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she
It's
did.
like she's been planning it, like almost like a nuclear war.
It's like
She's got that
it's like she
covered.
caused the accident.
Yeah.
But you just don't know that, and this is
No.
what the brilliance
I like
of
the,
the book
unknown.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the brilliance of the book. You don't know how she's known half of this, because it feels like that whole house is set up ready for him to be there.
Yeah.
So they really downplay Paul's addiction, but that's a good. It's too overcomplicated. You've already got in the book, it's got its time to be able to tell you two sides of the story, Annie's side and his side. You've only got a short space of time to be able to say this, and Annie Wilkes is that she is the important one here. You need to understand her. And this is what I loved about Caan's performance, is that if he's not going to go down the addictive personality that Paul has in the book, he played the vulnerability side, and he kind of played it to work with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you notice when she was talking, if she got into one, he would try and do the whole calming down thing and try and like be her friend. It's like he knew how to work her, like how he would play with that.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, being he's a number one fan, so in that way, it's
that really bothered us, because when I read the book, she says she can't get her words out properly, and he goes, "Let me guess, you're my number one fan," and then she goes, "Yes, I'm your number one fan," and I was like, "What?"
Just said that words.
I'm
But that's how
sorry.
he plays her. He plays her because he's like, because I mean, both in the book and the film, well, in the film, James Caan, when she's going to kill him after she's killed, right? This really pisses me off, right? I love the elderly.
Yeah.
The funny, the great.
That's the best soundbite. Kelly loves the elderly.
I love the elderly. And Buster, Sheriff Buster, what a guy, doing his fucking research, doing and the thing is, he's played by Richard Farnsworth, who I've got a really soft spot for, because he was he was in Anne of Green Gables. He was Anne's adoptive father. And I love.
He was a great actor.
But I mean, the actor is so unfortunate. Did you know what happened? He had like cancer, and it made him like paralyzed, so he killed himself.
All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's so sad. Like that was in the that was in the early 2000s, I think. So when I see him, I feel all the Anne of Green Gables. And he's doing his little, reading and the lovely relationship he's got with obviously his wife, who's also his deputy.
She's funny, her.
She's Bunny out of Sex and the City. Because I was thinking,
it took me a while to realise that face, and I went, "Oh my God, it's Bunny! It's Carl McLaughlin's mum in Sex and the City."
And they've got a lovely relationship, and then obviously he goes to the house, thinking there's something not right here, and he's just a lovely, lovely bloke, and she guns and sorry, spoiler alert, shoots him.
Yeah.
Because obviously he finds,
what does she do in
Paul
the book?
Sheldon. And I was just, what does she do in the book? What does she fucking do in the book?
She doesn't do that in the book.
But it's not an old man, so I'm fine with that.
Right.
It's a younger man.
If it was Buster, If it
Yeah.
was Buster,
So
I would have kicked off.
yeah, Buster. So the whole police story isn't in the book. The
Mm.
police know it's Annie straight away in the book. They know she is number one in their eye. Like she did this,
Mm.
but it's just trying to get to her.
Yeah.
So a young deputy comes to the door, and Paul tries to signal. To be honest, in a horrible turn of events, it is Paul who causes his death.
God, it
Because
is.
if
It
he
so
just
is.
shut up, it wouldn't have happened. But she comes out with a shotgun, shoots him through the door, and then proceeds to get her lawnmower and drive it
The
over
rider.
him constantly until he is no more. She knows the police are coming. She knows exactly how much time she's got between that first deputy coming to when the next ones come to when the warrant comes. So she knows the time map of when this is all going to happen. They know she's done something straight away. So it's that investigation is not in there, but I liked it in there. I actually like to see I knew where his fate was going to lead to.
Yeah.
I just, yeah,
I think
that was a hell of a shot in the back, though, man. Did you see it?
I think
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I think in the movie as well, it's like such a shock because as you said, Buster and Virginia are such a lovable
Oh,
characters. Buster's like the shining light as well. Like everyone in
he's-
this movie is so stupid, but he's like getting like being a proper policeman. He's doing his job,
yeah.
doing everything right, and he's kind of figuring everything out. And when you think, yes, he's got there, he's done it. I thought when I first watched the movie years and years ago, I didn't know he was going to get shot. I thought he was going to
Yeah.
get pushed down the stairs.
Uh,
So I thought that was going to be like, say, and then either him
Oh.
locked up, but it was much more shocking, say, because he was the one that you thought, because it's kind of like foreshadowing. He's the one that's going to solve this. He's the one that's going to
yeah.
get him out of this trouble. And it's like, no, it's not. He's the one that demonstrates how dangerous and he
Oh,
is as a deadly force. And that's
Yeah.
when you see like the complete flip side, where she's like, you find out what a plan is that she's going to kill Paul and herself, like as a kind of like the final act, and it's like, oh fuck. I wonder, again, not to change anything, because I do like how this movie played out. If they were brave enough to like not give us a happy ending, give us the ending where Annie kills Paul and kills herself, and that's pitch black. That's the end. I think that would have
Well,
been quite traumatizing.
well, Paul.
Well,
Stephen King, when he was writing, actually had the intention of Annie was originally going to survive,
Right.
and she was going to get Paul to write the book, you know, resurrect misery, as it were. And he originally planned for her to bind the book with his skin.
oh,
So when he was writing, he had that in his mind of like, this cunt's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's off this mortal coil. So he's typing, but he said when he was writing Sheldon, it was like the character was creating itself. He found him to be more resourceful than he anticipated. But if you kind of take it from the, you know, semi-biographical point of view of perhaps Stephen King being the Paul Sheldon who's chained to horror fiction, Paul Sheldon's chained to historical romantic fiction. And he's trying to break free with another book, and he's trying to break free with another book. And I think it was a little bit of a almost writing being a redemptive process.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's kind of like, right, I've went through this really bad time. I'm still going through it. I'll probably be going through it for the rest of my life about like addiction, alcoholism, addiction to cocaine. And this was his therapy.
Yeah.
So it's quite good that he actually had Paul
survive.
live.
Yeah,
No,
it was he was battling his demons, and Paul was becoming more so for all that Annie was created off the back of his demons, Paul was his salvation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
to have Paul to not win would mean, would he not win?
I know
Exactly.
again, because I know King's been like self, but I just think with the movie side, it's so bleak. It's so like it, as the title said, it's like full of misery. I just think it would have been quite fitting.
Oh yeah.
It would have been,
No, it's not misery / rainbows and lollipops.
no, but I just think it would have been quite fitting to have not a happy ending. I think I would have that would have. But again, it's different people, different things, because I think everyone likes to have like a story where like the bad guy doesn't win or anything. And this was the like late 80s, early 90s as well, where they didn't have much, like they were scared to do things like that then.
Yeah.
'Cause they think-
I don't particularly like the ending.
Mm.
It's probably because
Ah.
I've been spoiled with a book ending. This movie is, I'm not going to lie, this movie is so close to the book. It's quite scary. There is
Yeah,
obviously a
yeah.
lot of things that have been changed because timing
Yeah.
and ratings, like I
Mhm.
said earlier, obviously
Yeah.
the Hobbling incident,
Oh yeah, he loses
which
his foot in the book.
Mm.
he loses his foot and his thumb.
And his thumb, yeah.
And his
So
thumb.
he's delimbed.
He's
Delimbed.
literally, she's taken bits and pieces from him in the book.
But what can she do with
she-
his thumb though? That's not really a joy for.
It's to do with the typewriter.
Typing.
It's something to do with the typewriter.
Does he
because you don't-
complain about it? He complains because isn't there more keys that? Because
So
at first the
it's something to
N,
do with-
there's no
yeah,
N.
there's no N. So
And
you
then
actually get to
there's-
read Misery in Misery. You get to
Yeah.
read the book he's writing with it. It's shit, by the way. You get to read the Misery book, and you get to see where he's wrote the ends in all the way through. But yeah, it's you don't even know that she's done it. He talks about the fact that his thumb's gone. It's like missing, and he's like he feels like she's taken parts away from him, and then he relives what happened with the
Later.
thumb. The cauterization of his foot, though, honestly, I felt
Oh.
like flinging the book. I felt like flinging the book and going, nah, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Stephen King's got a talent for that.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Oh,
He
no.
knows how to depict it in a way that is almost like branded
Mhm.
into your memory.
So
I agree with that.
So question with this element as well. So we might as well talk about
Oh, I
it
feel
now.
really warm now. I need to change
It's going to get warmer, don't worry. What do you think's worse, the hacksaw in the book or the Hobbling?
Hacksaw.
Hacksaw.
Really?
Hacksaw. Yeah.
I want
the
my
Hobbling,
foot.
I want to keep my limbs.
I want to keep my
Um,
foot.
I think
Yeah,
it's
the
just because
Hobbling-
you
the
visually
Hobbling's horror-
see it. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah, but yeah. Ah, yes. Oh no, the foot. No, I don't want to ever read that part again. I'd read Misery again in a heartbeat, but
Yeah,
I will
but-
skip past that part.
because we've seen, like, not to be graphic, we've seen limbs being sawn off in other movies and stuff. From
Saw.
Saw,
Saw.
sorry, wrong. Funny enough. But the actual Hobbling, and I may be wrong, this is the only movie I've seen that in there. And again, it left an impact when I first watched it.
Get
It
that.
left an impact the second time I watched it, to the point when I rewatched it again this morning. I knew what was coming. I was like, I don't need to watch that again.
Oh, I
Fast
walked
forward.
away.
Fast forward.
I went and put the kettle on. I knew fine well when it was coming up. I'm like, nope, I'm going.
And you know why it affects us so much as well. I know it's like the timing, how slow paced, the noise is fucking horrific.
It's the noise.
But
The no-
it's the
I'd love to know
bend.
how they made that noise.
Yeah, it's the bend on the ankles as well. So when you see the sledge hit, normally you would think it would just go bang. It doesn't.
You've
the
not,
ankles go.
you,
It's like,
you've not seen The Long Walk yet, have you?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, you're in for a treat then.
Oh God, Paul doesn't like
The bendy.
legs.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's got a leg.
Do you know what though, Kelly? When you said that King's got a knack of being able to like make you feel stuff, every thump, because she was so in the book, she's so like Annie Wilkes is. I felt in the movie you could see the build up happening and then the breakage point. In the book, it's not like that. She just flips her shit so quickly, but she's so physical. She thumps him, she pounds him, she absolutely beats the shit out of him. And do you know when she flings herself on the bed and she like throws her fists on him, on his legs? I felt every punch she give, and I was like, oh God, you need to stop this.
Thing is, in the book, she is a force. He knows where she is because of like her movement. She thumps about. She is an absolute force. And do you know what? Like, yeah, feminism. Here we go. We've got an independent lady living alone. You know, finds a writer.
It's a serial killer. It's
kidnaps him. You know,
knows
drugs
what
him.
she wants and she takes it.
Yeah, feminism.
Girl.
Good for you.
But
the one.
it is. Oh, it is just so like kind of. Oh God, I was getting to a point. It is the. When you said Angelica Houston, the height, no, height doesn't scare me. You're tall, I can push you over.
We'll say that next time you stand
force.
next to us.
she's a mass.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And she's fearsome.
No,
The
do you
movie,
know what?
the movie demonstrates this in one scene, which is so perfect and so well done. It's almost like you blink and you miss it moment. It's when she pulls him out the car and just hikes him up and puts him in front. Because James
She's
Caan is a
strong.
big fucking guy,
Yeah,
and she
she
just
is
picks him up, knee problem, puts him out of the shoulder, and it's like, oh fuck, she could overpower
Yeah.
anyone.
Well, this is the Annie Wilkes that you get to see, because Annie Wilkes, this isn't, so you've got
Mhm.
the book, you've got the movie, you've got the
Mhm.
TV show,
Mhm.
Castle Rock,
Yeah.
but did you also know you get a play?
Yeah, it's been a play. Yeah.
A play
Yes,
with Bruce
Bruce Willis is
Willis
in it. Bruce
Yeah.
fucking Willis.
and
The mum
Sheldon's
out
mom.
of Toy Story. Sheldon's
Ah.
mum, the mum out of Toy Story.
She's Gainsmore and all. She's everyone's favorite mother.
She's everyone's mama.
Yes, but so in the, I think
Bruce
in
Willis would have been a
the,
good cast as well.
I think Bruce Willis would have been amazing,
Mhm.
absolutely amazing.
Moonlighting Bruce Willis as well.
But yeah, the whole history of Annie is like she's always she's a tough woman
Mhm.
because the strength of that she needs to be able to overpower people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the top and bottom of it, and that's why I was watching a really interesting video today where it was talking about how she would have been able to pick Paul Sheldon up,
Mhm.
and it's because she basically would have been weight training, like she would have training for these kind of things.
Annie is literally Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. It's the same universe.
Yes.
Fucking
Sisters.
picking girls up by
Loved
the
it. The one thing I loved from fucking hell. The one thing I loved in the book that's not kind of played out in the movie is Paul's obsession himself when he starts writing the new Misery book.
Right.
So she's basically he's getting he's wrote his first manuscript that's outside of Misery. His new Misery book is just about to come out, and his next one that he's wrote is going to be the one that breaks him away from that life.
Mhm.
She
Fast
absolutely
cars.
Fast cars. She
Fast
absolutely
cars.
hates it. She makes him burn it, and then she reads the actual Misery, finds out that she's killed her off, which absolutely. Oh my
Kills her.
god! The encounter
Human.
after that is
Mistakes
horrible.
were made.
Massively.
You done it, Bert. She didn't do that.
So she then gets him to write it again, bring Misery back. Now, what she doesn't anticipate is that he's actually enjoying this.
Right.
He's loving bringing Misery back to life because his grand plan at the end of it all is to burn it in front of her, just like he does in the movie.
Yeah.
However, he obviously doesn't.
Mhm.
He doesn't. He tricks her. He does. He actually loved writing that book so much that he knew that if he got out of this, that's the book he's going to release. He's going to bring Misery back from the dead.
He's getting a book out of this fucking.
Yeah, he's going to get paid
he
out of
dies
this. He's
doing
not
it.
fucking daft. He is going to get something. So he gives her a fake manuscript, and that's the one he then ends up
Lights
setting up
up.
on light, and the house goes up, and there's a fight. Him and Annie get into it, and
he feeds her. He feeds her the burning book.
Yeah, rams it down her throat. The fight is absolutely unreal, but he believes Annie died in that house.
Yeah.
So we skipped, like in the movie, you go forward, he's brought his book out. Did anyone notice who his agent was?
Yes, Lauren Bacall.
Lauren Bacall, man, come on. Humphrey Bogart's wife. Ooh. She still looked absolutely fucking beautiful. But yeah, so he goes, he's having big success with Misery. He goes back to his apartment. He's getting a dog. He's got a dog because he wanted a companion. He hated being by himself. So he's got himself a dog.
He's got his new foot. He's
got his new foot. Yeah, he's got his new foot. His life's on track. But then all of a sudden, she bursts through the door. I have never been more scared reading this last
Did you put it in the freezer? Did you put it in the freezer, the book?
This close. And I thought, no, you're nearly at the end. You're nearly finished. You've got to do this. And this fight is absolutely unbelievable. But it didn't happen. Because she did really die in that house. But fucking Stephen King makes you think that that bitch got up from the dead and came back, because that was so real, but it wasn't. It was his imagination getting the better of him. He'd been having these fights over and over again in his head. It was, if you kind of paying attention, it's almost the same fight he has. In the end, it's just replayed back in his home. Oh my God, it's so scary.
It's like the trauma stays with you as well. And I know they alluded to it there. But just to talk about the fight as well with because normally with it, like again, let's be honest, Stephen King's ends normally goes wah wah, but with this one, it kind of the fight doesn't disappoint, and I know
No.
they had a few false finishes as well. Because I'll be honest, I did want her to die when she hit the head off the typewriter. I think that would have been the fitting death because I thought that it was probably one step a little bit
It was
too
quite
far.
it'd be poetic.
Yeah,
A
I
poetic
think that
death.
would have been like the signing off
The doorstop's quite poetic because did you notice the shape?
of
It
the
was a
pig.
pig.
Yeah,
And she named her pig Misery.
yeah.
So Misery.
But my only problem with that, he hits her in the forehead just like that. And again, not to say it wouldn't do damage, I don't think it would have killed her, like either hitting at the side of the head, like the temple or the back of the head.
Yeah.
But your forehead can take a kind of whack.
It can take a good hit, yeah. I would have said more the back of the head, like the back.
Yeah.
But what I really appreciated was when she died, her eyes stayed open.
Yeah.
Yes, I noticed that.
I was
noticed
very
that.
much appreciative of it. Don't get us wrong, I do love the end bit where he it's because you've seen him kind of lifting the typewriter up, so you know he's been doing something in order to gain that upper body strength.
Yeah, he's training like she has.
I was like his knife
Like,
moves as well earlier. It was like
preparing
Oh my
for
god,
it.
that's like nearly a full chapter, you know, of the fucking knife, like how he would like yeah, he had it in the bed, he had it all over the place trying to be able to, but the amount of times he got out of bed to go around the house, because he ventured into every room, he knew the house inside and out. But yeah, that end scene was brutal. But I just thought it was such a close, like, I love the fact that Annie's there at the end when, you know, he's kind of always seeing her. I did like that. It just felt really quick.
Yeah.
We got there so quick, like, there you go. There's the ending.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I didn't like about it, but the end of the book is probably the scariest thing I've ever read with King.
Because it's like she's won. She's won. Either way, even if he died at her hands or he didn't, she has won because he's like at the end of the book, he's a fucking alcoholic. He's still suffering the reverberations of what she did to him.
Yeah.
And he'll never get over that. He's lost a fucking foot and a thumb.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He'll never get over that. And yes, you know, he's got like, oh, well, I wrote Misery, you know, Misery Return, you know, like it's Misery's Return, you know, no, it's a bestseller and blah, 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 blah. But there's something that is, he's never going to be the same person.
I don't think anything like that would ever, like the trauma.
But she has lit something up in him because at the end of the book, it is that like kind of they have that fight and it's really scary and you're like, oh, fucking hell, she's just going to haunt him for life. But then he starts writing something that's not misery and he starts crying. If that happened at the end of the film, people would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nah. But this was because it's that kind of, oh my God, I can write again. I've lost the writer's block. I'm able to write. So he's crying because he can like write something else other than misery. But he's crying because like, oh my fucking God, what did this woman do to me?
She's broke us.
But it kind of alluded to that as well with the conversation.
Like a phoenix from the like from the ashes. You know what I mean? But it's still like he will never be able to sleep.
That
without
fight
her
will
being
happen
in the dream.
all the time.
Forever.
Well,
forever.
They alluded to that in a little subtle way with, like I say, these little PR person when just talking about like, oh, do you think you're going to actually write what actually happened? He's like, do you want me to write about my biggest nightmare, the thing that's caused me the most pain, just to make some money? And it's like,
you already did.
Again, if I was thinking in the same situation, it's like, shit, that did happen. I'm going to suffer with that. I want to make money off that. That would be my mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is it sometimes, because you think about it, in some cases, there's a lot of like, if I go, there's one person in particular who was brought up all the time. Can you remember Ariel Castro, and he kidnapped the three girls, Amanda Berry and Michelle, I can't think of what their name is, but anyways, they've been captured for about 10 years. Amanda Berry managed to get out. It got all them out. He ends up he didn't go to prison. He actually killed himself. Anywho's one of the girls.
Wasn't that the Kimmy Schmidt took the piss out of it type thing? Yeah.
No. That's the The person who the people who were talking to the police, yes, but not the actual incident itself.
yeah.
It's the people who talk to the police afterwards.
Mm.
But anyways, one of them, Michelle, she doesn't have the same background as the other two girls. They had families to go back to. Michelle didn't have anyone. So she ends up going on every talk show there possibly is.
Mhm.
He can't make money any other way than talking about her grief and trauma.
Mhm.
She has no other option in doing that. She can't go out and get a regular job now. She's been in
Imagine
captivity
relive-
for 10 years.
Imagine having to relive that for a living.
But you've got what other choice would she have? She
Shit.
can't go and get a 9 to 5 anymore. She's had that completely stripped away from her.
Going to a call centre.
Like-
How are you today? Well, I'm out with I'm
Well-
out of jail. I've not
Happy to see the sunlight. Can you imagine though?
I'm
Can you
not
imagine?
having a piss in a bucket today.
You've heard all the sub stories.
Yeah.
Imagine having that, and then she'll go, "Well, I can top you one better." Like it just wouldn't happen.
It is almost like a bit of a, because you've just said there, like, it's almost like it's, for Paul, it's like he has to kind of thank
Mhm.
Annie a little
Yeah,
bit
in a way,
in the
in a
book,
weird
for the
way.
book, because Misery was dead and that was it. We don't know if that Fast Cars manuscript had survived, if it would have been critically acclaimed or just
Yeah.
fucking, refused by every publisher. So she has made him bring back a character he fucking abhorred,
Mhm.
and it becomes the critically acclaimed book.
Yeah.
Imagine that little bit at the back of your head thinking, I should be thanking her for this.
Just that. Oh yeah, it's that.
Or what
it's
do
that
I
weird.
owe her for this?
Yeah.
Thank you, Annie. Do I need to, like, get you a headstone or something? You know what I mean?
This is what
Made
this
out of
this
gold.
book and movie does to you. It messes with your mind because, like I said earlier, there's a part in it where Paul causes the death of a sheriff. Paul didn't cause that.
No.
Like, but he actually did.
Yeah.
Like, but he didn't. And I hate
It
the
was
fact
physics.
it makes.
It was
Yeah, I hate the fact it makes you think that way though. That
But-
like if he
Yeah.
just kept his mouth shut, that kid would have went home.
If
But
you
he
th-
didn't.
If you think about
Never.
Buster, if he didn't moan or move about in the basement,
Well, that's it.
Buster wouldn't.
because he
have heard it
thinks
when
Annie
back.
fell over
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
clutter.
He only went in because he was concerned about her. He only goes to the house. He's only doing. She knows she knows fine well she's on the police radar. She always is going to be. She is a mass murderer. Everyone knows this. Everyone talks about her. She doesn't do herself any favors because everyone hates her. So she knows the first time that the young guy comes to the door, that's officer number 1, and she calculates how long it's going to take before it gets to the warrant stage. Because he made if he didn't make a fuss, she would have had him go away and she would have followed the process that she knew was going to happen in her head. But because he made a fuss, she got the shotgun out, then the lawnmower.
He got the lawnmower. I mean,
They
that
said
wasn't needed.
Kathy Bates did ask them, why aren't we doing the lawnmower scene? And they were like, because Rob Reiner thought people would have thought it was funny.
Yeah.
He was like, I think people would see it as a comedy relief, and it really fucking isn't.
Yeah, I don't think you would have got brain dead vibes and stuff like that, wouldn't you?
It put us in mind of, do you remember, oh God, Sinister with the lawnmower? Isn't there a lawnmower in Sinister?
I didn't like that.
One of the
film.
videos.
The
I liked the video.
Bagahoo.
I liked it.
I know you like
Bagul.
Bagul.
I
Yeah,
liked it. I really
because it
liked
had like videotapes of the deaths
You know
of the
what
families, and they were really graphic. I'm sure there was one in a pool. There was one with the trees.
There was the fire that was in the car.
And I'm sure there was a lawnmower.
I still can't believe that film got
Can't remember.
voted the scariest film of all time.
It's not. It's not. It's a really good conceptual movie, but it's not scary.
No.
Yeah, it's the videos that do for me.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, it's just the graininess and it's
The investigation
family
side of
videos.
it.
Like it's meant to be like happy things, and then you
Yeah.
see like happy things written on. Like yay, just playing in the pool and
There's a demon there.
Chainsaw.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
that's what I loved about Red Dragon is when he was
Yeah.
looking through the family videos and you get to see like the family living, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh nope, they're dead.
Yeah, it's like the photos
Dead.
like this is the family,
Oh.
blah blah blah. This is the family now changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, changed. Oh yeah.
But But yeah, I wouldn't have enjoyed watching someone being run over by a lawnmower. I mean, it even like kind of begets sort of Final Destination vibes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think
It's
It's
not
yeah.
ridiculous. You could kill someone. No, who did? Do you know what? It wasn't sinister with the lawnmower because I've just had a flashback. I'm sure it was just like a kind of funny horror
Saw.
film in the 80s
Was
where
it?
there's a
I
lawnmower.
think it's Brain Dead.
Is it
It's
Braindead or
Brain
Frankenhooker.
Dead.
Frankenhooker?
It's
I think
Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker.
Frank.
No, it's Frankenhooker. It's the girlfriend. Oh my god! I'm just I did that at the beginning. I fucking love Frankenhooker. Yes, it's the girlfriend with the lawnmower because he puts the remote control in the lawnmower and then he just goes straight at her. Yes, she was found in a million pieces.
But I think,
Frankenhooker.
yeah, but I think Kelly is spot on with this. This is where this movie is so like, scarier because it's so based on realism and like things that happen in this movie. You can't even you can explain away, but these things is true to life. And I know I'm going to go out and say this. This is one of the most, again, I've said a few controversial things in this podcast. This is probably King's most successful horror movie to date, transition from book to screen.
Without a doubt.
Um,
I
think it's
agree
one
with that.
of them. I
Mhm.
think I feel it's one of them, but I don't think it is the only one.
No, I'm not saying it's the only one. I'm saying it is the
Yeah.
most, like, if I was going to say a film that scared
One
me,
of
like literally, I watched this day, I was
Do
scared
you know
watching
what?
this movie.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. I have one more little tidbit that I want to get out there. It's the connection.
Yes. I know
The
you
connection
you wanted to tease with this before as well.
well, it's the connection between
Tantalize.
yeah, I'm gonna try. It's the connection between the King universe.
love
So
it.
Paul Sheldon, when he was younger, he was friends with Eddie Kasprak.
All right.
When he moved to Boston after the events of It, them two become friends. So there's
Eddie
your
Spaghetti.
connection to Eddie Spaghetti. Yeah, Eddie Spaghetti. Yeah. So,
Right.
also Misery takes place in the fictional town of Sidewinder, Colorado, which is near where?
Shining, the
The
fucking
Overlook Hotel.
Overlook Hotel, the snow.
Yes,
Shit.
yes, and it's actually mentioned in the book when she picks up a hitchhiker and he says, I'm going off to go and take some photographs of the burnt hotel down the road. So there's a connection to the Overlook.
I love
And
it, love it. Oh,
the only other connection that has absolutely nothing to do with this film, it's more to do with another one, is Dick Halloran is in the army with Mike's dad.
Right.
So actually in the I don't know why that's in my notes for, it had fuck all to do with this film. But in the Welcome to Derry, you might see a Scatman Crothers because it focuses on the Hanlons. So
Yeah,
just
that's what I was going to say
saying.
as well. It's quite interesting that we are touching on like timing is like I wish we planned this, like how
I wish we planned it.
we could say we're
Yeah.
geniuses, but
But we're not.
no, it's kind of like just fell on perfectly that Welcome to Derry comes out next week.
No,
it's
week
like
after.
coincidence. It's like
Is it the week
finding
after, is
your
it?
favorite writer in a car,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
27th of October, Welcome to Derry. It's official. It's
Can't
been picked up
wait.
for 3 seasons, and we are going to
wait.
go back in time each time. We are literally going to end up in the macroverse. We're going to see his siblings. We're going to see his dad. They really are going to give you everything of Pennywise, but we are going to start in the 50s.
And it's only
Do you
6
know what?
episodes, isn't it? 6
This is
episodes.
going to be
I'm
this is going to
not-
be American Horror Story, but 10 million times better. I used to love following American Horror Story pretty much from series 1 to
until
4.
the last 2
Okay.
episodes.
Yeah, until you realise that Ryan Murphy can't. You say King can't end now. Murphy cannot end
Yeah.
shit.
But like it's just the interlocking and the it was one of those things. And since Buffy, nothing had captivated me like American Horror Story.
Oh, it's a
Welcome
shame
to
when
Derry.
everybody did.
Welcome to Derry. I am just on absolute freaking tenterhooks for.
Same.
I cannot wait for this. I am
this has been
so
in the
excited.
works. This has been in the works for ages as well.
Yeah, I think the
So,
marketing campaign has been spot on as well. They've not shown too
oh,
much. Then they've
them
came out with the posters, and
posters.
the posters are so stylized.
Mm,
I think again, I know like we've had conversations about it and like the new ones as well, especially it part 2. I thought dropped the ball compared to the first one. I know people's got different views, but like say,
Yeah.
as long as they stick to the formation that they had on the first part of it, I think it could be magical.
I
Yeah.
think just going off the trailers alone, and they really aren't giving you a great deal to work with, but it looks like we are going to be sticking with children, which I
Yeah.
think Andy Muschietti does perfectly. The way he did the first movie, don't get us wrong, I don't have the same opinions as Paul. That I love the second one because I love the idea of the adults coming in, but I do get where people are coming from, that it should have been like set out like the TV series where you got the mix of the two, because then it wouldn't have been so severe ban with adults kind of thing, and you've
Yeah.
just loved being with them kids for so long.
It felt adult heavy. Yeah, I can see exactly
too
what they
much.
tried to do,
But it just
it
didn't work out.
It's just a shame with
but
the
I,
cast they have, because they had the perfect cast. Like, I don't
Oh,
think there is a
it's-
more better
no.
casted movie, and it kind of wasted
I
a few of
agree.
them as well. But yeah,
I
yeah.
totally agree, but I think Andy Muschietti will. I can't wait to see his vision for it, and I can't wait to the idea that we're gonna. It's a lot of things are going to be explained because there's so much of Pennywise that is so convoluted that I hope that it kind of, especially with the macroverse. But I've been learning all about his brothers, his dad. Fuck, honestly, if we get to that point, if we do get to where he originates from, it's going to be some top level fantasy horror shit. It's
Oh,
going to be amazing.
and one thing I'm so happy that they are doing it, because this could have been like a prequel movie, and I think trying to fit all the stuff that they want, and that's where I think with it, they like especially part one and two, they try and fit so much into movies. They've got to show they can spread it out, they can take the time, they can give
yeah.
like say a lot of the stuff. And if you think, oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting overwhelmed with this, the next episode will probably be focused on something different. But it's an exciting
Yeah.
time for like TV as a whole, like say this year, because
Yeah.
like as I said, we're getting it. We're getting Stranger Things, the final, coming up next month. That's starting next month. I feel wrong calling that a TV show. It's loosely it's going to be 8 movies.
Am I the only person who doesn't give two shits how long this is going to last for? The more, the better. Give me more.
No. The only reason I've got
I'll be the Ryback of it.
No. The only reason I have a problem with it is because the last season with Stranger Things, when it was a longer episode, it went like it needed to be broke down more.
It felt long.
It felt like it was like hard work. And it's good what you're getting.
But
But if you
really,
split
I
the
felt like
episode-
I didn't want to leave.
And how about if you split it in 2 episodes, then you've got like you can spread it out longer. Like we've got 8 episodes.
I know, but
they could have had 16 episodes.
But my watching experience is I binge shit, so it doesn't matter if it broke up into 1, 2, 3, 4. I would watch it
It's
all
just one
in
fucking
exactly
long-
one
Generation
long thing.
X, whatever you are now. Good. Oh yeah.
But no, that's how I.
New millennial.
I'd hate to think how I'm going to do it for this though.
Yeah.
I really will. I can't. I am a millennial.
No, you're not.
I am, aren't I?
No, you were born in the
What am
80s.
I was born in '83.
That's not millennial. Millennial was when you were
Is
born
it not
in 20s, wasn't it?
82 is
No.
the end point for Gen X.
Yeah, I had Gen X.
You might be
we're
Gen X. I'm a
millennials.
millennial.
All right, fuck you.
Don't, man. I get really confused with it. I don't know. I don't know what I am.
We're like old people now, you know, where they're like, you know, those new
I'm part of the greatest
things the kids
generation,
have
that's all
got,
I'm saying.
You know?
I'm still. I mean, I'm on.
I was at Nam. I remember that shit.
You fucking hell.
Going back to like maybe it would have been better to have had certain Stephen King efforts as a TV show as opposed to a movie. Like I would have loved to have seen The Stand redone because I think that's got some really good stuff in it that could be like pictured, especially since we've had the COVID pandemic and there's a pretty loose sort of pandemic in there, you know, like it just it's almost yet again like, oh god, this shit could happen.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it happened
Yeah.
there. Because I mean I love because it's so cheesy and shit. And it's got Rob Lowe in it. I love it. You know, I love The
Who doesn't
Stand.
love Rob Lowe?
But just no, he's
Did you-
amazing. And Patrick Starfish is in it. You know what I mean? Who doesn't like Patrick Starfish?
Did you ever watch the Institute that came out this year?
No.
No, I've not watched it
Like,
yet. I've heard good things about it.
I've heard really good things about it. That's been picked up for another series as
Well, to be
well.
fair,
But that one's going to go off the book because obviously it's only one book.
When Castle Rock came out, Castle Rock was amazingly well written.
I've heard it's so good.
Like first season, it was
Yeah, I
brilliant.
haven't seen.
Second season kind of they changed up a little bit, and
No.
it didn't have the same impact. But nobody watched it. That's the thing. So I think
it's such a shame.
like a compilation one. But I think if you'd go with the big hitters, I know next month as well we've got Running Man coming out. So that's like, and they're going to be quite.
I've just bought it.
It's supposed to be quite a little bit more faithful to the book as well, rather than to the Arnie film that was.
Oh, so I've got to read the book first.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. You've seen that.
It's not honestly, it's not the biggest of books. It's
No,
I've just finished Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
I'm really,
how did you find it?
Oh, it took a while. I'm not gonna lie. It took a while to get into it because you literally live in a day. Like you're going through and it's not just one person's day. It's everyone's day, and you're getting to know about this town, and it get quite overwhelming. But once it gets into it, oh my God, it was just the amount of people that they lost. Like he was not scared to kill a character, and it was like, oh my God, who the hell's going to be next? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of world building going on that I didn't quite get at first. So once I could understand that they were creating a town here, Sam, and I kind of like sunk more into it. But now I'm reading The Long Walk, which I've just saying to Paul, it's like that thin.
Yeah,
and
so it's
that big, and this is one of his Bachman books, and it's a short story, like I thought the body was a short story when I saw it. No, it's in the bedroom because I'm reading it. It's tiny, but The Long Walk is probably I'm not going to say probably, it is my favorite film of this year.
Really?
I've seen it 5 times now.
Fuck off! That's amazing.
Absolutely loved it.
If no one's seen it in the pictures, just to give everyone a heads up, it is coming out for it. Well, it will be available to find from the 21st. So you will get a HD. You will get a HD copy online from the 21st of this month.
The Long Walk. Right. I'll watch it again. I'll watch. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. The fact that you only with these characters for such a short period of time, you know them inside out. You fall in love with them. He makes you, and the fact it's bloody, oh God, what's his name? Hopper. No, the guy who died. He was in the Hunger Games. He was in Red Dragon. He's Dusty in Twister.
All right.
What's his name?
Philip Hoffman.
Oh my God, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Jesus Christ, Sam. Oh, my brain actually went into shutdown there. His son is in it.
Right.
Oh
no! And he is so good.
God.
And this is
they've been talking about like proper actually winning awards for the roles they've been in.
Oh, he is. Do you know what? This is it's not a love letter to his dad. This is him saying, it's him being him and living through that experience. Because he lost his dad when he was 10 years old. The character has something very similar happen to him, and it is such a performance. But the guy who plays McVeigh, he was also in the last Alien movie,
right?
Romulus. Bloody! If he doesn't win something for this, I will be goddamn shocked. That he is the most English of all Englishmen you'll ever hear speak. But by God, can he put on one of the best American accents, and he does not break it once. He makes you fall in love with them instantly. Such a fucking fantastic cast. I hope everyone enjoys it.
It's like, I've not watched it yet, but like even just the music they've used on the trailers and stuff just seems to it's a film that will stay with you and have an impact, I guess.
Oh, it is an emotional roller coaster that by the end, I'm not lying, on first viewing, I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe for crying at the end. You are going to hate Mark Hamill so much, but you are going to love him at the same time because he plays the part perfectly.
So I'm going to propose this because this is kind of like our Stephen King crew.
It's the meetup. It's a Stephen King meetup.
So the next Stephen King thing we touch on, The Long Walk.
Yeah, fucking do it. Fucking do it. Just
Sorry.
think about
I was just
like
about-
you've heard.
She's gonna run with it. She's going all
I was
Annie
just-
on us. No.
Oh my god, she's actually on my laptop. Look. She's there.
Hey, Annie.
Annie Wilkes right there.
Anyway, Sammy's good. So yeah, so that could be a
Oh
proposal
God,
for a
yes.
future episode there.
Let's please, can we pencil this in now? The long walk has to be done so Sammy can have an absolute emotional breakdown all over again, but with people who will understand what she's talking about because Anthony's never seen it. I've seen it 5 times.
Yeah. I think
God,
we've got into
definitely.
this week to watch. But yes, I think we've miseried out now. So
Oh yeah.
my ankles are sore just thinking about it. So Sammy, what's up to tomorrow? Happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Halloween.
My brain was so taken over the fact that I could possibly talk about the long walk soon. Yes, tomorrow, Monsters Up North podcast is on the Nerdy Up North YouTube channel from 10 o'clock in the morning, and we are doing Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. If you're expecting something very similar to what we did this time last year, you will be sadly wrong. We take a very different approach to this movie, one that I never saw coming. So hopefully you will tune in and not hate us by the end of it.
So you talk about Jason instead of Friday the 13th.
Oh, imagine. No, we have we talk it out, like, as in we talk the plot through and go,
What?
really? What happened there? Really? But
Tom
yes,
Aiken sells the movie. That's what happens.
you know what? That is exactly what we say. But yes, that is on from 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and the audio for that episode and this episode will be available from anywhere you get your podcast from. You must, though, search Nerdy Up North Podcast or Monsters Up North Podcast. You have to put the podcast on the end because you will not find us otherwise.
On Apple, you just type in Nerdy Up North and it falls under the one roof. It's under one bracket.
I will add that into my next things because I totally forgot about that. But yes,
I am good at what I'm doing. It's fine.
I completely forgot that Apple does that. Well done, Apple, because Spotify doesn't, and you have to search it.
No, Spotify is a bastard. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you haven't checked out already, Sammy was a guest on the Women's of Nerd Cultures episode, Heroines of Horror, that went out on Saturday. We have Top Grumps on Tuesday. They're doing The Godfather. Who knows
I can't
why?
wait for this. I can't. No, come on!
Oh.
It's cinematic brilliance, and I can't wait to see how Chris can elegantly put into words how good this film is. I'm looking forward to a really good review.
So yes, then we've got keep an eye out as well. There's a mini gigs episode where Kirsty's managed to interview a new person face to face. I think that drops on Tuesday as well. I think keep your eyes out. There'll probably be Power Ranger stuff. There's Anime Club on Friday. There's Black Widow talk on Saturday with Countdown to Doomsday. And next Sunday is one I'm very excited for, because this movie freaked me out so much as a kid just by seeing its video cover. It is the original, The Evil Dead. So yes.
Wait, I'm gonna wear Ant's Evil Dead 2 t-shirts just because I don't have a Evil Dead. You can't really buy Evil Dead. They don't really do the design for Evil Dead. It's more Evil Dead. It's all aimed at Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to do Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead. Evil Dead. The likelihood is I'm probably going to talk about them all.
To be fair, though, Evil Dead 2 is just a remake of the first one. If you
rendition,
it is.
Do you know why they did that? Do you know why they did that? They did it because it was to give the studio a big fuck you, because they wanted to go in and brush up Evil Dead, and they were like, no, and they were like, all right, then we're going to retcon the shit out of this, and we're going to put it in this movie, and you can't do fuck all about it. Yeah, there's something to do with the studio and Sam Raimi telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, it was a big falling out.
Young Sam Raimi was so hot. Have you seen it? Like when he does adverts about his film, and he's wow! I would have jumped these bones if I was probably alive in the 80s.
We do have a new guest joining us next week as well. We have the lovely Steffi Best, so we're getting fresh meat on the podcast. And Kelly,
it's a good job we're talking about Evil Dead.
What have you got this week as well? Because you've got something special lined up.
Oh, I've got got a few things in the cooker. So I put on a weekly quiz at the Peacock in Sunderland. I am the quiz mistress. Please come along and, join in with the frivolities. So that's on a Thursday. And I have been formally accepted on the heats.
To Hogwarts.
Oh, God. No. I've been accepted. I got the letter under the stairs. I've got accepted on the heats of Felton Out New Comedy Act of the Year.
Ooh.
And I will be competing
Ooh.
in the heats on the 16th of December at the Town Wall in Newcastle. And yeah, so I'm going to try and be New Comedy Act of the Year. We'll see how it goes.
How many
Are
jokes
you going to be talking
about fannies?
Yeah, fannies. I was just about to say the same thing. Yeah. How many times can you get fannies into your act?
Do you know what? Right, I'm doing something completely different.
You're doing
Ooh.
it clean.
The penis ones.
No, you're doing a clean act.
No, I'm doing a new act. God, not clean.
I was going to say, Kelly.
I'm working on something because obviously I've got like things that I've done about, which is like a comedy routine about phone technology of the noughties. I've done one about me dead sister and other things of that ilk. This is going to be something really different. In 5 minutes, so trying to cram what I want to do in 5 minutes, but do you know what? It's
there's a lot you can do in 5 minutes.
I'm
I keep telling
I'm
the
quite
world.
proud of it.
Is there anything that we can do to help support that? Who gives you this? Who gives you this prize? Is there a voting in it?
Well, they do have judges, but if people come and support, they have wild cards as well. So like audience favourites and stuff. So if you want to come and see us, get your ass to the Town Wall on the 16th of December at 8 o'clock, and we'll see how it goes.
Didn't the last time you entered a competition where they done an audience vote, they had to disqualify it because you were just filled with all your friends?
Yeah. I've got a lot of friends. I like friends. No. So I think what was it? I think 3 comedians are actually like watching it and judging it. Because that was it. I did a new act competition at Lindisfarne Festival in the summer, and they had 3 comedians judging it. So yeah, I think it's that sort of thing. I mean, I'm still really new and fresh to the comedy scene. I mean, it's been less than a year. It'll be a year in December that I'll have been doing it. So it's kind of went full circle from like starting out, and now I'm gonna try and be the new act of the year.
You're gonna smash it, as Kelly. Because Kelly doesn't do anything half-assed. That's what you'll find with Kelly. But yes,
no, I'm a try hard.
You're a do hard. That's the thing. But yeah, really proud of you, young lady. Like to see you smashing it. But yes, like I say, we will convene again soon for the not the Midnight Society, the King Society, shall we call ourselves? For another
the King Crew.
The King Crew. I'm trying to be more sophisticated. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, you dirty birds, and I am your #1 fan. But yes, same bat time, same bat channel.
Stay nerdy, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.